Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, and this will be your daily reading, taking a look at what all energies want to come through for you from God, Spirit, the Divine. So I have a few new towers here. I actually was fortunate enough to be able to go see the eclipse yesterday and be in the path of totality. So that was definitely an amazing experience. My photography skills are not fantastic. I think it was probably the camera itself, but I posted a couple of those. So definitely some powerful energy. So let's take a look and see what sort of messages are coming out today for you from the divine. So we'll start with the collective, and then I'll go sign grouping by sign grouping and see what wants to come out. So the one that just jumped there was the Two of Swords in reverse. So we'll take that for the overall collective. And then we also have our Page of Pentacles. We have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So lots of pentacle energy. So lots of 3D type of energy. But the first one that jumped. So we have our Two of Swords in reverse, which this is a sense of there's still this confusion, like that there's not really a good choice out there. So remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde, which kind of throws things off. And then we also still have the shadow period of the eclipse. So you may have had some light being shown in certain areas of your life in terms of what you need to do, but still a little bit of confusion. I'll put these two together. So then we also have our Seven and Eight of Pentacles, both in reverse. And so that's going to be about like abandoning different projects and just kind of a sense of laziness, but from the perspective of like you're letting certain things go, like you feel unrewarded, and it's kind of that sense of just being tired. So the eclipse might have brought on feelings of, well, wait a second, why do I keep pouring time and energy into a certain situation? Because I'm not getting rewarded from it. I'm not feeling like I'm making much progress, or I'm putting all this effort in and I'm making this much progress. So is that really where I want to be spending my time? And then we also have our Page of Pentacles energy, which this is kind of this like loyal, consistent type of energy. So it seems like, apparently I have a helper. Just a minute, buddy. So one moment. Okay, sorry about that. He sometimes gets a little bit squirrely. So yeah, so this energy is that you've been feeling kind of unrewarded, like you've been consistently showing up and putting in the effort, putting in the work, and you've been loyal to a certain situation, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a family dynamic, and you've been loyal and showing up in that energy, but you've just been feeling unrewarded for maybe a long time now. And so then it kind of puts you in that energy of, what am I really doing here? Like, why am I still making this choice? And it's putting you in this place of feeling like you have tough choices to make and some indecision there. So that's the overall energy that's coming through right now for the collective for Tuesday. Now let's see, sign grouping by sign grouping, what specific messages want to come out. So today we'll start with our air signs. That is going to be our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see what messages are coming through for you for today. We have the Sun. So this is a card about your abundance, your blessings, being looked upon favorably by the divine, and really wanting to see that energy coming through for you. So so we'll just pull one more. So tell me a little bit, how are our air signs supposed to bring that abundance in? What are they being called to do? Okay, I thought it said King. All right, so air signs, you are being called Knight of Cups in reverse, and that's about like bad moods, and that is essentially letting go of whatever is keeping you in a bad mood. So if there's certain things that are triggering you to be in a bad mood every day, now is the time to release them. The card that jumped was Balanced Spirituality and Practicality, and then a Fiery Climax Approaches. So those are your two moon cards. And there's a sense of when it says balance spirituality and practicality, sometimes when you start going on an awakening or an ascension journey, there's this tendency to go all in, like almost to the point where you're ignoring the practical 3D things around you. So there is that reminder that you have to balance those. And yes, there's sometimes almost a sense of like spiritual ego. So there's a really good video, Matt Kahn has one about this, that it's almost like it's this sense of being looked down, not looked down upon, but like, oh, my ego, I can't believe it's doing that. And, so that is actually a spiritual ego that's coming into play there. So make sure that you're having everything balanced, like have both aspects. So the card that jumped out was Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So that was the jumper card. And then the one I pulled was Kali, endings and beginning. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And this is, whatever this situation is that puts you in a bad mood, that consistently, it's like, oh, it's this situation. It's this situation. What is pulling on you energetically? What is taking up your mental bandwidth during the day or keeping you laying awake at night wondering what's going on? Those are the things that need to be let go of so that you can pour your energy productively into a different area. And that's also, balancing out the spirituality and the practicality is you may feel like it's a spiritual journey or calling to do this or be in whatever scenario, and how do I transform it? But from a practical standpoint, you also have to make sure that you're not letting yourself get totally consumed in a certain situation, so whatever's putting you in a bad mood, you need to identify it so that you can change that. They aren't who you think they are. So this can be a message for if you're in a relationship. I mean, this could also be a work situation. If you're in a relationship where you feel like it has been leaving you in a bad mood, you have been struggling a lot lately, you feel like you've just been unrewarded and, kind of unloved, and it's leading to a place of, wait, why am I always doing all of this? You need to really take a look at it and see, is this person who you think they are? It could be, it could be that they're not. It could be that, when I said the whole thing of, oh, well, from a spiritual standpoint, I need to stay in this situation. Are you putting too much into a certain situation because you feel like, oh, this is the spiritual thing to do, even if it's not really serving you? So that is, something to consider. And this kind of goes with that Kali, because that Kali is written in orange that is matching the background here. So really think about, is the person who they seem to be or who they're telling you that they are. All right. And now we are on to our fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What messages want to come in for you for today? The Star. So this is that card of hope and optimism. And let's pull one quick card. How does Spirit advise that you move into a more hopeful scenario? Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is, instead of having this impulsive energy of going for it, it's kind of like there were some missed opportunities, and now you're being given a chance. That hope and optimism is, you've identified what were the missed opportunities. What could I or should I have done differently? And now you're being given an opportunity to kind of almost have a do-over. Being able to look at the situation like, hey, I missed the opportunity the first time around. I'm not going to miss it again. All right. Your commitment is being tested. I feel like this card is coming out a lot lately, and that is about your commitment to whatever situation it is that you're looking at. So if you're telling yourself, it's whatever you're telling yourself, that, oh, I really want to live a healthier lifestyle. Like, your commitment's going to be tested to that. Do you really? Or is it just that you say, I want to be healthy, but then, here for lunch, I'm going to have, 2 Big Macs and, a hot fudge sundae for dessert, like that sort of thing. Like you may be telling yourself, oh, I want to do this, or, oh, I want to get a better job. Well, do you really want to get a better job? Are you putting your resume together? Are you applying for other jobs? Are you even keeping an eye out for it? Or are you just saying that, but not actually following through? You could be saying, I want to change a dynamic within my relationship. Maybe I want to be closer to my partner, but do you really? Or when it comes down to, you have some time in the evening, are you choosing to go do something by yourself? Go play video games by yourself, go read by yourself, go work on some other project around the house instead of connecting with your partner. Maybe you say you want to leave your current partner. Do you really? Are you taking the steps to do it? So your commitment is being tested. And so this period is kind of that sense of, be honest with yourself. Is it really what you want to do? The universe is going to test you and see, is that really what you want to do? Or are you just saying it because you think it sounds good to tell yourself these things? Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And some of that, when it says your commitment is being tested, it could be coming in the form of some miracle. You may be given a situation that may start to unfold in front of you, and take a breath there, take a moment and say, wait a second, if I said I want my life to go in this direction, maybe this is a test. What direction should I be going in? You can play out whatever scenario, however that fits with you, but be on the lookout for it, that the miracle may not come in the way you think it is. It's not going to be like a big booming voice from the sky or an angel floating down, with a trumpet saying, here's your miracle coming in, but look for it in the actions and in the experience that's unfolding in front of you. Decide where you want to go. So this is that hope and optimism. Now, there could be something, because of the fact that you feel like there's these decisions, and then, with our 8 of Pentacles in reverse, like, you're kind of abandoning projects, or I guess, yeah, that was the other one. This one's the 8. But you're kind of abandoning projects. You're looking at things differently. You're shifting because you need to decide where you want to go. And once you decide where you want to go, it's easier to evaluate decisions that are coming across your plate, big and small, of do they take me in the direction of where I want to go? Are they neutral, or are they taking me a step further away? And it can be the smallest of decisions coming across your plate. Sometimes it's the tiny decisions that will change the rest of your life. People always think about the big ones that change your life. Sometimes the smallest decisions can be what ends up changing your life. So that was the message for fire signs. Now we are on to earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. Temperance. So this is about finding that balance. It's not letting yourself get too high, not letting yourself get too low, and bringing kind of a sense of, I'll call it a little bit of detachment into a situation. Like, okay, why am I in this situation? So if you're feeling unrewarded and there's this sense of like laziness and you're abandoning projects because of the fact that, you are feeling unrewarded. You're feeling like a lack of direction. Like, I've been putting effort in to this place, but I don't know what's going on. Like, you could be getting called to go in a different direction, but you have to be able to think about it objectively, think about it unemotionally, and see which way you're being called. All right. Have faith in your dreams. So if you've been moving in one direction because maybe you've been putting in all of this effort because you have this dream of getting to this place. Just because you haven't been rewarded under this scenario doesn't mean that dream in and of itself is wrong or needs to go. It could just mean that some of the vision needs to be tweaked. So, don't totally give up and go hide in a corner, but maybe, you know, some of the pieces need to be moved out. Maybe it's different players. Maybe it's different, you know, a different job, a different partner, but that doesn't mean that the end goal of what you want is a bad goal. Ayin, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So this is, you know, and this is going along with the have faith, and yeah, have faith in your dreams and that leap of faith. So those are definitely going together. So what is it that you really want to do? What is it that you are really being drawn towards doing, and take that leap of faith? And actually, even the Temperance card looks like it goes with it too. So let's get one more and see what other messages are coming through for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are closer to your goals than you think. So you might be inching closer, and it needs that final little push to be able to actualize these dreams. So that was for earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, now let's take a look at water signs. That is going to be our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What messages want to come through for you for today? The moon. So that is that there's something that's happening that you're not aware of. It's like that's what's happening by the dark of night. There's some sort of lies, deceit, trickery, illusion that's going on, and you need to be able to see what that is. And it could be lies that you're telling yourself. So if you're feeling unloved and unrewarded, it could be that you're telling yourself, well, if I just try a little bit harder, things will change. That might be the illusion. And, you know, it brings in, there's kind of that sense of laziness, like, but I kept doing this for so long. So that, and let's see what other advice, based on if there are illusions and some trickery going on, what else do our water signs need to know? Wheel of Fortune, that it's destined and fated. So kind of letting things unfold the way that they're meant to, and not attaching too much to an outcome, because this is like a destined and fated phase that you're in right now. And you're being pushed to step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So if you've always done the same thing and you've gotten these results that make you feel unloved, this is your push to step out of your comfort zone and do things a little different, and see energetically how that comes through for you. See what that does to your situation when you step out of your comfort zone. If you want your situation to be like this, behave as if it was like that, and see what comes through for you. All right, Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So what is that desire? And step forward boldly in that direction, and don't let somebody else's trickery or illusions keep you in a place where you don't really want to be, because there's a learning lesson there. So that's that destined and fated, that Wheel of Fortune. And this one, finally, take a step away from your current problem. And that can be a matter of taking a step back and feeling like, okay, what does this feel like? How does this resonate with me when I step away from this problem? You know, what can I see differently when I'm seeing it from, 3 steps away versus right in the middle of it and it's happening right here around your face? If you're able to step back and say, oh, it's happening out here. When I see the whole thing, what do I feel compelled to do? So this is, take a beat and step away and try to see your problem from a different angle, and see if you can identify what are these illusions? What is this, maybe trickery that's happening? Is somebody telling me lies? Am I telling myself lies? And if so, how do I bring myself better into alignment to be on the path that's true to me? So I hope that you found today's message to be helpful, but as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be posting some additional videos, like a message from your person, or is this your person? Pick a pile, things like that. So make sure to hit subscribe and notification if you want to be alerted when those videos post. Otherwise, I wish you peace and joy along your journey. Until next time.